Mountain News, first at 4, continues.
Several southeastern Kentucky churches came together today to show their appreciation for those who put their lives on the line. 6 churches within the Corbin area hosted a law enforcement appreciation lunch today, serving hot meals to local police departments, state police, and fire departments. Volunteers say they feel grateful to be able to serve law enforcement, all while also serving the Lord.
In my opinion, one of the church's biggest job is to lead by example of how Jesus would love other people. And so us saying, hey, we are going to take care of those people that take care of us, we're hopefully setting an example for everyone else in the community, even people outside of the church, to say, hey, we need to be nice and love everyone.
2 years ago, the churches served hospital staff and volunteers and say they hope to serve teachers in the future. This event was in partnership with David Steakhouse in Corbin. We'll have more about it tonight at 6. One flower shop in Pike County is taking one of its busiest holidays as a chance to give back to its community. Reed Family Floral in Virgie is asking for the community's help to send a little love to nursing home residents throughout the county with an Adopt a Resident project, working to send roses to seniors in assisted living this Valentine's Day.
We actually started this project last year with Parkview Nursing Home, and last year we done 96 residents. So this year we started with 230, and now it's grown to however many residents that we can get sponsored.
We'll have more about the project and how you can get involved coming up tonight at 6.
Well, some of us continue to see clouds clear out there this afternoon. In fact, some parts of the area are in full sunshine. Here's a look right now from downtown Somerset. Traffic, yes, as we head toward the end of the workday, making their way through the traffic circle there downtown. 46 the current reading there, but starting to see a few of those breaks here at Buffalo Mountain as well in southern parts of Perry County. Middle and upper 30s right now, so you can see the kind of difference we've got in the region. Somerset's at 46, Jacksboro's at 46, it's 45 in Williamsburg, 44 Manchester and in Irvine, but further on to the east, we haven't made it out of the 30s yet as those clouds continue to hang on. You see those clouds hanging on satellite and radar. They'll be out before too long. But I don't think we're completely done with the clouds and showers, or at least the clouds, just yet. I don't think showers are in the forecast till late week, but we could see quite a few of them. 31 tonight, all quiet, no clouds, but no showers. Clouds are partly cloudy as we head through tonight. Details on a potentially busy end of the work week in a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. Brazil's former president Jair Bolsonaro was admitted to a hospital in Florida. That's according to a source close to his family, but they add his condition was not worrying. Brazilian newspaper O Globo had reported earlier in the day that Bolsonaro had been suffering from abdominal pain. The latest development comes a day after Bolsonaro's supporters stormed Brazil's Congress, the Supreme Court, and the presidential palace to protest the results of the presidential election that returned Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva to power. Bolsonaro faces legal risks from several investigations before the Supreme Court in Brazil, and his future in the United States, where he traveled on a visa issued to heads of state, diplomats, and other government officials, is in question. The war rages on in Ukraine as a 60-year-old woman was killed and several others wounded in a Russian missile strike. The attack occurred at a market in an eastern Ukraine village. Those wounded were sent to the hospital and are being checked for their injuries. Ukraine's defense minister says more than 450 children have been killed and almost 900 injured since the start of the war. Thousands of nurses from 2 New York City hospitals are on strike regarding contract negotiations. They are calling for better wages and working conditions. Nurses have been packing the sidewalk in front of the hospital, chanting and waving signs. The walkout involves as many as 3,600 nurses at Mount Sinai's main campus in Manhattan. This strike comes after the hospital and the nurses union failed to reach an agreement during a late-night bargaining session. The union warned this would happen with a 10-day notice. As the deadline approached, other area hospitals did strike agreements. If you've had COVID in the past few weeks, experts say chances are you've experienced the newest subvariant. It is in the Omicron variant family, and it is spreading fast. The World Health Organization says it's the most transmissible form of Omicron to date. As it quickly spreads, Governor Andy Beshear says XBB 1.5 is the biggest thing his office is watching.
We don't know a lot about it other than it is even more contagious than the last Omicron variant, which means it's one of the most contagious viruses in the history of planet Earth, or at least in our lifetime.
As experts recommend getting vaccinated and boosted, Governor Beshear is raising concerns regarding state vaccination data. We'll have more on that later tonight. Coming up as First to Four continues, a report shows more than 200,000 jobs were added last month.
And milder air continues through the first half of the week, but things start to change later. Those details coming up.